Have you ever loved someone so deeply that you forgot where they ended and you began? What if the people who touched our hearts most profoundly are not meant to complete us, save us, or become the center of our world? What if they arrive as mirrors? In this episode of Sovereign Woman Radio, I explore a teaching that stopped me in my tracks. The divine is a fiercely possessive lover. Together we'll reflect on attachment, sovereignty, spiritual love, and why some relationships are not here to become the source of our happiness, but to gently guide us back to it. If you've ever found yourself longing, awakening, grieving, or learning how to love without abandoning yourself, this conversation is for you. A reflection on divine love, attachment, and sovereignty. There is a line I read recently that stopped me in my tracks. It said, "The divine is a fiercely possessive lover." At first glance, those words can feel intense, even confronting. But when I sat quietly with them, something softened. I realized this teaching isn't about punishment or fear. It's about love growing up. So often when we fall in love, we don't just love the person. We unconsciously give them a role. They become the place we rest, the place we feel chosen, the place we feel whole. And there is nothing wrong with loving deeply, but there is something painful about asking another human to be what only the divine can be. This teaching says that when the face of another beloved replaces our longing for truth, for presence, for God, life will intervene, not to break our hearts, but to return them. The line that changed everything for me was this: if you cannot see that it is the divine beloved within your lover that you are loving, what we are drawn to in another, their warmth, steadiness, safety, passion, is not something they own. It is the divine moving through them. They are the mirror, not the source. I've come to see that the most loving relationships are not the ones we cling to, but the ones that gently point us back to ourselves, to our own grounding, our own truth, our own connection to something greater. And sometimes when we forget that, when we collapse into another or abandon our center, love doesn't fail. It reorients us. When mystics say something will be done by heaven, they don't mean punishment. They mean clarity, distance, pauses, endings, awakenings. Life removes what we are misusing so we can meet love again, cleaner, freer, truer. Real love does not take you away from God. It brings you closer. Real love does not demand your sovereignty. It honors it. And when two people meet there, not as saviors, not as substitutes, but as mirrors, love becomes spacious, sacred, and deeply peaceful. If this reflection speaks to you, it may be because you are learning how to love without abandoning yourself and without replacing the divine. May your relationships become mirrors, not resting places for your soul. And may love always lead you back to truth, presence, and freedom. Thank you for sharing this quiet reflection with me today. Perhaps the deepest lesson love teaches us is not how to hold on to another, but how to remain rooted within ourselves while loving fully. May you remember that no person is the source of your wholeness. May your relationships become sacred mirrors that reflect your own truth, your own strength, and your own connection to the divine. And may every experience of love, whether it stays, changes, deepens, or departs, bring you closer to yourself, not further away. If this episode resonated with you, I would love for you to share it with a friend, leave a review, or join me for the next conversation on Sovereign Woman Radio. Until next time, stay present. If today's conversation has touched something within you, perhaps it has come at just the right time. So many women move through life with incredible strength, quietly carrying so much on their own, while longing for a place where they can simply exhale, where they can be seen, heard, and accepted exactly as they are. That is why I've created the Sovereign Woman Circle, a gentle online community where women come together each month to explore yoga philosophy, meditation, Ayurveda, relationships, life, and the beautiful journey of coming home to themselves. It is a space grounded in truth, presence, compassion, and connection, where you don't have to have all the answers, and you don't have to walk your path alone. If your heart is quietly whispering that you're ready for more, not more doing, but more being, I would love to invite you to join our Founding Sisters waitlist. As a Founding Sister, you'll receive your first month as my gift when we open our doors, along with the opportunity to help shape this beautiful community from the very beginning. You'll find the waitlist link in the show notes. It would be an honor to welcome you. And until we meet again, may you walk in truth, may you live with presence, may your heart remain open in compassion, and may you always remember who you have always been. Namaste.